Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer courtesy of, I guess, like some Colorado beer collective, so thank you so much for sending some product. This is Howdy beer. This is an American lager. Looks like a Texas product, right? You see that say Howdy, and then the da-da-da, the shoehorn, shoehorn? No, not shoehorn. Horseshoe. Western living, blah, even though America, blah, 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 you know, roots, grab your boots, and do no harm, take no guff. But it's out of North Glen, Colorado, despite being that like again, I'd argue like I would have guessed this beer was out of Texas, but no. 4.5% American lager. Yeah, you got clean my glass finally, pretty good. Yeah, finally. All right, beer comes in straw. Light straw color, full on pale. Actually, decent head creation on that. Yeah, nice. A little bit of pretty floral character. A little bit of that's like a little bit grassy, a little bit lilac, and then a nice kind of light grainy character. Honestly, smells more like Helles than American lager. Full grainy, full like malty graininess to it too. A little bit of floral action. It smells really good, actually. Yeah, there you go. Drink somewhere in between American lager and Helles, I want to argue. A little bit watery, despite 4.5. Yeah, it's around American light lager-ish. It's like somewhere. It's actually pretty much right in between 4.2 and 5, which is like Bud Light and Bud Heavy range, right? You get a nice kind of little bit more solid, like chewy grain, light barley maltiness up front. But then in the middle, there's that weird like American lager character. Strangely enough, I want to call it metallic, which is weird because like they teach these all flavors in Cicerone and stuff, and the process of how you get that flavor is actually not happening here, which like you'd have to like specifically like contact the beer with like non-stainless steel or something. What I don't know, but yeah, there's that just little bit of like, oh yeah. Do you know what I also like to call it sometimes? Like staleness. Not really oxidation, but it just has this kind of like, you know, sometimes like grain and beer can be like full maltiness, and it feels like, you know, you're chewing bread and the wholesomeness of like grains, right? In the middle, there's this little bit of like, yeah, you ever leave out like toasted bread or cereal or some kind of like good example, maybe like something like a stale tortilla chip, right? There's that like stale graininess that sort of like reminds me of American lager and sort of is one of the defining things that I find in some American lagers, and here it's right there. Despite smelling more vibrant, actually you do get a little bit of light floral character, 3/4 way into the palate. Almost no bitterness really to speak of. It's nice. It draws a fine line of like, you know, American lager, but then does have a little bit of craft character to it, just a little bit. So it still tastes appropriate versus like how about this, the Kirkland lager that doesn't sell as an American lager. Like it won gold at World Beer Cup and JBF for like Helles, like German Helles, and that beer tastes like a German Helles. This tastes more like a crafty American light lager, which is nice. Variety, spice, life. It's nice to have some of this. So that's a crusher. Nice. Pretty good. Nothing crazy. Let's go with 81. 81. That's Howdy beer. Tasty stuff. That's just one of those beers you don't really, right? Like this is exactly the beer you should be doing this with. Not my you know what I'm doing with the Teku. Like, yeah. I want to be a dive bar right now. Just like sipping that thing. Listen to a little bit of music. Dark. Maybe have a shot of like bourbon with it. Dive bars, fun times. Cheers.